Today on In the Woodyard, we're talking about the coming apocalypse. As a lot of you know, fuel prices are on the rise and they're gonna keep going up. And that means that if you sell firewood, you're gonna be a popular person. People are gonna want what you got. Today we're gonna talk about what you can do about being ready for the troubling times ahead of us. I am not a prepper. However, I am a common sense type person, and common sense tells me, be prepared. So the doom and gloom is upon us. Now, you all know this, gas prices are up, but it's not just gas. Diesel fuel is way up, and the price to get everything is going up. So next in line is gonna be coming up this fall, heating prices are gonna go up. Just in the last year, the price of a lot of the fuels that we use to power our nation, the country, are going up. Propane in the last year has gone up 50%, and that's the lowest. Heating oil and gasoline in the last year, as of right now, are up 85%. That's the middle ground. Natural gas is up 200% over 1 year ago. A year ago, it was selling for $3.70. Now, it's $9.33 at today's prices, and it's gonna go up, which means people are gonna want more firewood to supplement or to switch over to heating with wood. Now, a lot of you remember this, old people like me especially, and probably a lot of you, back in the early 70s, mid 70s, late 70s, fuel prices skyrocketed. And it just happened to be, I'm just saying, not being political, I'm just saying, there was a Democrat in charge, and that's happened once again. Now, there are other circumstances that have led to the skyrocketing prices. Policies are, in my opinion, number one. If you're gonna shut down drilling, if you're gonna stop pipelines, things like that, that's gonna affect the price. Obviously, world events with what's going on over with the Ruskies over there, with the war going on, that is affecting the prices. Also, a lot of things that are kind of been in the works now for 2 years with the whole thing that went on with the whole pandemic. If you shut the world down for a couple of years, it's going to affect everything for quite a while, because this is a big machine that is running, and it's going to take a long time to get things back to normal. So what that means for you and I is that you're probably going to run out of wood this year, and there's not a lot you can do about it other than get cutting right now. Get out there, start cutting, start piling, start drying wood as fast as you can, because I got a feeling that wood is going to be in higher demand, just as it was back in the 70s when everybody started doing outdoor wood boilers, starting putting wood stoves in. My dad was one of them. He put a wood stove in, and we started burning wood way back in the early 70s, and he's still burning wood to this day. So that is something that you got to think about. So any stock you have built up is going to be gone, and you're going to probably need more. Now, the other thing you got to think about, and I've already taken a couple steps, and I need to do more steps, is raising prices. As much as I don't want to, I'd rather just keep charging the same prices because it keeps people happy and they keep buying. But I'm going to have to raise prices again. I already did once, and I'm going to do it again, because my cost to get the wood is going up. The fees for me buying logs, the truckers to get it here, the guys to harvest it in the woods, me going to get the trees cut down and haul it back, split it, stack it, all that stuff, running all my equipment, the fuel prices have gone up so much that you've got to cover it somewhere. The consumer always pays in the long run. As much as the government says, oh, it's the evil companies, the evil corporations, no, they're charging what they have to stay in business. The government makes way more money off of oil, way more money off of oil than the oil companies do, because they don't do anything other than tax. They have no skin in the game, but they tax a lot. Whether it's state or national taxes, it's going towards their coffers without having to really do anything. They also charge a lot of fees for getting the oil leases, for them selling the leases for drilling. They make a lot of money on oil. The government is the big winner. They just are like that. So nothing you can do about it. Now, if you're a prepper person, which a lot of you are, or just someone who wants to be prepared, if you heat with wood, you're going to want to make sure you're well stocked this year. You may even want to put fences up around your wood because people will probably be coming to get it. It's not that bad, but who knows, it could be. I think things are going to get a lot worse before they get a lot better. Now, only about 1% of the people in the United States where I live heat exclusively with wood, with firewood. About 1%, might even be less than 1%, which means it's a little over 1 million homes. Sounds like a lot, and it is, but what if just it went to 2% and it doubled? There would be a lot more demand for wood, and I think there will be. Even just say it's 10% more. 10% more is a lot more wood. So you got to think about that because people are going to want wood, more of it. And there are people that supplement heating their homes with wood, and that is less than 10%. It's like 7 or 8% that supplement their heating costs with firewood. So those people, I think especially, are going to start wanting more wood to supplement, where, there's people I sell to that will burn a fire in their fireplace and they shut off bedrooms so that it can be warm in the rest of the house. So you got to think about that. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to be supplemental heating with firewood this year coming up because the cost is going up so much. I was just listening to the radio the other day, and there was a lady on there, and she was talking about they got their oil tank filled, and she said in the past it was always between $300 and $400 to fill their tank up. She didn't say how big it was. She just said between $300 and $400. They just had it filled up, and she said it was $800, over $800. So that hurts a lot of people. Wood is good. So if you're going to raise your prices, in my opinion, you're going to need to go up at least 20%. So if you're charging $100 for a third of a cord or a face cord, you're going to need to go 120, maybe 125, maybe 130, just to cover your costs. Because inflation is here. It's going to keep going up too. The only thing the Fed has done is to print more money, which gets more inflation. So there's that. And you're going to need to be able to charge more and get more for your wood because it's going to cost you more to produce it. So the moral of the story is get busy. Start cutting more wood. Find more wood. Get a hold of people where you can get free wood. Get more logs trucked in. Get more firewood. To me, I always say my stacks of firewood are money in the bank, except it's better than money in the bank because that's not worth a whole lot. My firewood is a very hot commodity. It's something that people want and desire and are going to need. So you should get busy cutting too. Cut as much as you can right now because firewood is not something that you can just go buy the raw materials, produce it, and then sell it. It needs to dry before you can burn it. And if you're drying it in a kiln, that's going to cost you more money because those run on propane primarily. So and that price has gone up tremendously. So the overall production costs are going to go way up. Diesel fuel is getting to be so expensive now. All the truck drivers, all the loggers, everybody that produces wood for firewood in the industry is going to start charging more. It's going to happen. It has to. And then you'll be paying more, and then you'll be charging more, or you have to if you want to stay in business. Because you can't fight your way down to the bottom. Everyone loses in that game because eventually you go out of business if you try to be the cheapest. Try to provide better service and you might be okay. Get busy cutting. That's it for today, folks. If you like what you heard and saw here, go to my channel. There's 700 more videos that waiting for you to watch. And tomorrow morning at 5:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, there's going to be a brand new video waiting for you to watch. Good night, Irene.